Well, hello there, stampers and card makers. It's Jackie Bolhuis from Klompen Stampers. Are you ready to see a format for a card that is quick and easy, and I know you will use over and over? The ideas are just endless with this really simple basic idea. We are going to focus on embossing folders. So I have a tip for you for using embossing folders. I'm also full of tips today for your greetings. We're going to use a greeting on kind of a strip that's diagonal. And sometimes you look at something like that and you go, how do you do that? It's super duper easy, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. So it's an easy card, but I hope you like the idea and you pull out your embossing folders and you make some cards like this. Now, if this is the first time that you're watching me, welcome. I'm so glad you found my channel. Make sure to subscribe, click the heart, show me some love, and share me with your other crafty friends. Now, every blog post or every video has a blog post that goes with it. You will find the link in the video description. It's usually like right down there, depending on your device, wherever the video description is, there will be a link to a blog post. Over there, I will have pictures of the card I make for you today. I'm also going to show you several other versions of it. Pictures of those will be on that blog post as well, and the list of all the products I used. So if you'd like to order any of them, you can easily just add them to your shopping cart, place a Stampin' Up! Order, and I want to say a huge thank you to those of you that do that. Those of you that purchase from me are who allow me to come to you, several times a month, several times a week with quick and easy card ideas. Now, before you place your order, make sure to check out my rewards program. When you shop with me, you earn points towards a free stamp set. And we all love free, right? Stamp set of your choice. So make sure to check that out over on the blog as well. Okay, I hate to sit here and chit chat. I like to get to work, and I'm so excited about the project that I have to share with you today. So let's go ahead, flip the camera down, and let's get to creating a fun card. Hang on. So like I mentioned, today's card is all about using embossing folders. This is going to be the focal point of the card. There's so many awesome embossing folders these days that let it do the work, add a greeting, and bam, we got a quick card. So we're using the Leaf Fall embossing folder. This is in the July to December mini catalog. And we're gonna just go ahead and take a piece of crushed curry cardstock here and stick that inside our embossing folder. Now, when you look at the Stampin' Up! Catalog or online, you will notice that most of them specify that it's a 3D folder. Now, I did not, when I labeled this one, I forgot to put 3D on there. I try to remember to put 3D, so I know. But with a 3D folder, when you are using the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, you will see right here, it says using 3D folders, we're going to use number 1, which is this, the platform, the folder with the cardstock in it, and then the number 4, which is the specialty plate. And that's how it will go through my machine. You should always put the folded end to go in first to get the best results. Now, if you don't have the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, but you're still using the Big Shot that Stampin' Up! Used to carry, it's going to be the exact same sandwich. You're going to use your Big Shot platform, your 3D folder, and you will also want to purchase this plate number 4, which is called the specialty plate. It will work in your Big Shot with your Big Shot platform, just like so. Or you might have the old blue plate that Stampin' Up! Sold for a little bit that goes with your Big Shot. This is the same as that older blue plate. Now, if you have a different machine than the Big Shot or the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, I really can't help you with the sandwich, but you just need to figure out enough thickness. It might require putting a shim in there or, something to get it to work, but you should be able to get it to work. It's just a matter of what plates to use. So I'm going to go ahead, run this through the machine, and I will be right back. Okay, here we go. Can you see the pretty leaves on there? This just makes a really nice, easy fall card. So we are going to take it and put some adhesive on the back and stick it onto a Cajun craze. Now, I believe this is 5 by 3 3/4. All the measurements, and I think they're pretty much all the same for most of the cards I'm going to share with you today, will be over on that blog post. So you'll be able to go over there, grab the measurements, and recreate this card with any products that you have. Any embossing folder you can use this design layout with. And then we're going to put it on a piece of crumb cake because I think these are just great fall colors. So there is the bulk of our card. Now let's set this aside and let's work on our greeting that we're going to add. And I've got some tips for you. My greeting is going to be on a piece of basic white, and I always start with a larger piece than I need. So this is what we're going to stamp on, and then we will trim it down. Now, we are using Go-To Greetings, which is quickly becoming my Go-To Greetings stamp set. I love that this says, happy birthday, thinking of you, just a note, thank you. Those are the main things that we need all the time. And it's kind of fun because there's 4 different sizes, 4 different fonts. So no matter what you're making, you should be able to use a greeting out of this one. So our card today, we're going to use Cajun Craze, and we are going to make it a just a note, I believe is the stamp that I have out here. So what I will do is I put it on my block, and I always like to kind of understand my stamp, I guess is the best way to say it. So when I look at it, I am going to guess that this is straight along the bottom. So I will stamp on my grid paper, lining up. You can see there, I've lined up the bottom of that stamp on a line here. And then I can look at it and go, yeah, that's pretty straight, okay? So now when I come to my piece of basic white, I'm gonna line the bottom up right along the edge of that cardstock, and pretty much in the middle because I'm not sure the size yet. So we're gonna stamp that, and then after we stamp that, I will grab my paper trimmer and I'll stick it in here, and you know, you can always tell where we're gonna cut by that little groove. So we'll just get it where we want it and now trim it down. So there is my greeting piece. Now obviously it needs to be cut this way too, but we're gonna wait on that because I wanna show you something. Now, I totally goofed. I adhered this together already, and I shouldn't have done that. So I quickly went and embossed a new one and put it on here because I only wanted it on the background, not on my card yet. And you'll see why here in a second. So then we're going to take our greeting and we're going to put a couple of dimensionals, just a little bit on the outside of the stamping. We don't want to go too far out, but we'll put those on there, and then we'll peel these off. These are buggers today. Come on. There we go. And then I am going to put this diagonally across that corner, like so. And now this is why I did not want it adhered on here, because I want to stick it on, and then you can either use your scissors or you can go ahead and use your paper trimmer again. And we're going to cut off that extra that's sticking out over the end. I got a little bit of the Cajun Craze there too. Oops. And we'll go ahead and do this one. And there you go. Now it fits perfectly at that angle, and you can see how we have different angles. So that's why we started out with a larger piece, adhered it, and then put it down. Now I can go ahead and stick this onto my card base. So, and you can see I cut off a little of that Cajun Craze down there at the bottom. That was a little whoops, but it'll be okay. No one will notice, right? It's handmade. Okay, so there we go. There is the card layout idea that I wanted to share with you and show you how to do a greeting strip. Now let me show you several other ones that I made. Once I came up with this layout idea that I wanted to just really feature some of these gorgeous embossing folders, I started playing with all my folders. So here's the seashell ones. And I don't know if you're seeing on the video the great texture and dimension you get with these 3D embossing folders. But there I did happy birthday, but you can see these are all done the same way. Here's our ferns, and we have thinking of you. And you notice longer greeting, it's just going further. You can adjust that up or down or wherever you need to go. So we have thinking of you, just a note, happy birthday. And then we use the painted posies for our thank you. So you can see how there's the 4 different greetings, 4 different embossing folders. But look how easy that was to make a card. Now, let me share another layout idea with the same concept. So for this set of cards, rather than using that diagonal, I use the Stylish Shapes dies. I've been using these a lot. I love the banners, the circles, the squares. And I focused on more white for my card. So we embossed in white, and then I just used a circle and a banner. And this time we've got Thinking of You. And here you can also see how this is just a completely different font, a little bit smaller as well. Added just a couple embellishments on there. So there's Thinking of You, Happy Birthday, there's the seashells, and the ferns. So again, I did different embossing folders and just added different greetings. So a very simple, easy layout for you. And then one final one I thought I would share. I used the Whimsical Woodland from the mini catalog to make an easy Christmas card. So add a little bit more here. I put some linen thread on there, and I used the circle die for Peace on Earth. But look at how easy that makes a Christmas card. And I think, nope, I didn't do the inside of these. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You picked up some tips for your 3D embossing folders. If you put a clear plate on top, like we're kind of used to, instead of that specialty plate, it'll just slide through. There's not enough thickness for that. That's why you need that specialty plate. So that's that. And we also have 3 fun layout ideas that really focus on just using embossing folders and add a greeting. Quick and easy cards, which is what I like to make and share with you. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out to me. Remember, all the measurements and all the different products that I use will be over in that blog post. Just follow the link that's down in the video description for all that information. And while you're over there, if you'd like a Stampin' Up! Catalog, click on catalogs and you can request one as well. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the love you share on all my videos. That makes my heart happy. So we'll be stamping again real soon. Have a stamp happy day.